Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Well, here we go again with another episode of The Beauty, the Brawn, and the Beast, and you get to decide who is who in this. Andrea is not able to join us today. Clearly, she's the brawn between all of us. And no, that's not true at all. She's the sanity between all of us, isn't she, Scotty?
Sure is. And in case you can't tell, I am Scott Sexton, and that beautiful man, that direction is
The
Mark
beauty.
Peterson.
The beauty. Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project. That's right.
And
Hoorah.
we're here for our weekly debrief. And as always, this is Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed.
You won't believe this, but I lost my notes.
And in the debrief, you will get to know exactly what all these guys have been up to. I will try to do my best to not screw everything up and push something here.
You don't screw anything up, Scotty. You're awesome. If you can bear with me for a moment, I'll try and figure out where my notes went. They were up here a second ago, and now all of a sudden so they're not. They're not. I don't have them at all. They're completely gone.
Well, I will go ahead and skip a little forward then. We are exactly 2 weeks, 2-week countdown for coming out of the storm event, supporting a Minnesota first responder and his family, and our very own Ruck, Chuck, and Roll to help support the mission of the People's Patriot Project. We're excited about the continued support that keeps pouring in and the new people in the WeP3. Tell us the mission and purpose is right, and it is the support that drives us to do more. We're excited for what the future brings us. The event on the 22nd will be a combination of our veteran musicians and a fundraising event for, as we said, our amazing LEO that lost his house due to a fire. We'll be hosting that event with up to 5 of our national recording veteran artists here in Minnesota.
6 now.
6. Oh my goodness.
6. So please put it on your calendar, the 22nd.
I know I am making it all the way up from Kansas. So if you are in the Minnesota area, you have no excuse to not show up for this. And then the very next day, we get to do it all over again with a ruck, chuck, and roll. And the really.
We might have lost Scotty there for a second.
Does Mark happen
We'll give
to
it
have?
We lost you there for a second, buddy.
Oh no.
Yeah. You were just telling us about the ruck, chuck, and roll.
Well, as I was saying to myself, at least, the very next day on the 23rd, we will be waking up early to get our ruck, chuck, and roll ready. During that, we will have a 0K mile, which I will be participating in.
I've been training for that for years. For years.
Mm-hmm. I run to the kitchen every day, multiple times a day, getting ready for this thing.
You're overdoing it. You're overdoing it. If you're running to the kitchen, you're overdoing it, brother. You're overdoing it. I
have to beat my kids or they'll eat all the snacks.
Yeah, if you don't beat the kids, then you go hungry, don't you? No, I mean, here's the deal. We're so excited. Who's who is going to be in Minnesota for this event? And I mean, Scotty's going to be here. There's some we wish we could pull in still. I mean, it would be cool to pull Shad Turner in, but I think he's kind of got his thing going down in Texas right now, and that's okay. But we got Brian Gibson of Project Die Hard coming. We've got Tony Turner. He's one of the musicians. He's now coming. Just name after name after name. And I mean, our musicians is just – the lineup is out of this world, to be honest with you. Settle down. Jess Sams is here. We got a little something for tomorrow. Send me the link. Darn it. All right. Well, so normally this is one person that can do this while I'm talking, and I'm not smart enough to do this without stuttering and without but we'll get Jess in here. We'll invite a guest, and we will see what this does. So this is how terrible I am. Andrea just runs right off this, and she does without skipping a beat. I'm not that smart, so
I'm not.
It takes me a minute. Maybe it's because I'm too busy yapping all the time to know and running the screen stuff. Now we let Scotty into the back screen now, and he gets to see kind of the setup and stuff, and so maybe he can appreciate a little bit what we're doing and how we're doing it, and that's all good. But so we got just the link, and maybe you'll be hopping in here. So thanks for covering me. Thanks for stalling for a minute, and thanks for keeping the show rolling here. This last week, we got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We got the awesome message of Chris Tice, man. Chris Tice sends the message of hope and how hope creates opportunity. I had several people reach out to me and ask me, who is that cat that spoke? He's eloquent. He's precise. He hits the nail on the head, and you can just hear the passion in his voice when he speaks. And I said, that's Chris Tice, man. That's the one and only Chris Tice with Eagle Fire Enrichment. And it's awesome having him on board and in the network. And when we had Rooster come on, Denny Katona of OP Veteran, kind of sharing about what's going to be happening for Vet Fest down in Texas on the 30th of October, the weekend after our events here in Minnesota. And he wanted to come on and introduce Adam Berry, extreme, amazing musician from Texas, has a story, has a mission. And he's done an amazing thing for Denny Katona OP Vet by letting his music help fund OP Veteran. And I just, what a great story. What a great mission they both have. Jess, why you got to talk so potty mouth on our show, man?
Don't listen. If If they saw the texts that go between you and I, listen, I've seen things I don't ever want to see again. Let's just go there.
This is a PG show, sir.
Yeah.
Patriot Gilded PG.
What's up, Scotty?
How much? What's going on, Jess?
Kicking ass and taking names, man.
So we have, and this is kind of a side note, I think I put it on later, but we'll just throw it up here now. Tomorrow, Jess, me, Ryan Schultz, Andrea Eichmann are all heading over to St. Croix for a sturgeon event with backwater angling and Hometown Hero Outdoors, fishing for the dinosaur fish, the sturgeon. We've got a couple of veterans we got a couple of veterans we're taking. We got Brian Gibson speaking out from Project Die Hard. Good to see you, Brian. We have over 50 veterans showing up to go fishing for these fish tomorrow. And Trevor Slifka does an amazing job with backwater angling. And there's going to be a reveal tomorrow, guys. We have an amazing angler out there from Minnesota who's taken it upon himself to brand his boat with the WeP3 crest. And we're excited to see that. And that's Ryan Schultz. And he has just been a gift to us and to veterans and first responders across the state, making sure that he's there to help guide on these Hometown Hero outdoor fishing ventures. And we thank Ryan for all he does and just going above and beyond, to be honest with you. So Jess will be there tomorrow. You bringing a friend, bud?
Possibly. I know for sure I'll be there. I mean, it's like the only issue I'm struggling with is being out dinosaur fishing until the wee hours of the morning. But outside of that, I'm all in.
Good.
Scott,
right.
You ever seen a sturgeon before? You must have. No,
I've never seen one before.
Yeah, go ahead, Google it. It's awful. They're just not fun to look at, but they're fun to catch.
They're an absolute fight, and it's like having a rhinoceros on the end of the line. I mean, they just go, and it's kind of weird. You learn as we do this. There'll be an instruction period tomorrow, and you can't treat a sturgeon like you do your other fish. When other people catch other fish, they hold them by the gills and hold them up and take their pictures. Sturgeon has a body structure that if you do that, it'll ruin their insides. And so you got to hold them up horizontally. It's weird stuff, but definitely a bony fish. If you like touch and rub your hand down their back, it is like,
it's freaky looking. Jesus.
Yeah.
They're bottom feeders. It's like catching a log. And then it starts fighting.
Let's see. What screen can I pull this up on? Because I'm going to lose one of my screens if I do this, but that's all right.
I'm trying to show what these crazy things look like.
They're not. I mean, they're fun to catch, but that's. I mean.
Yeah, and these things range from anywhere from a 3-pounder, which is about this big, and you should see some of these bad boys. Scotty's going to pull it up. Yeah, they are.
They're not attractive.
They're not pretty.
Look at
they are literally prehistoric fish.
Yeah.
Things are giant.
Yeah,
They
get up to like 10, 12 feet or some crap like that.
Jeepers.
Yeah, you go through that. There's some huge ones in there. But so that's what we're fishing for tomorrow. It's not necessarily considered a game fish, but I don't think so.
It's a trophy.
It's not
fish.
a trophy fish.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they won't. I guess. Well, it's about bragging rights. You can't keep any of them. Right. You can't even mount them.
Right.
Just take a picture and submit it to the DNR so that they can, tag it and bag it or whatever they do.
Right. So, you'll see. We're going to go live tomorrow at the event, and we're going to share some stories from veterans and first responders from across the state, and just see this hoopla hoopla of people that are showing up tomorrow. So,
I think we should. I think you should give me the mic and let me interview with someone.
well,
I
that'd be
think that would
great
go
if
very
we
well.
actually had a mic.
Okay, well,
Oh.
give me the damn computer or whatever the hell it is. And
We're not quite there yet, but we're working on it. We have some grants out there, and of course, we got some things working that are going to allow us to hopefully do some of these bigger. Brian Gibson says it's a dinosaur. It is a dinosaur. That thing is an old bony fish.
It's disgusting.
So,
but
yeah.
fun to catch.
So what's going to happen tomorrow is these 50 plus veterans will show up to the launch, and they are going to wine and dine these guys. It's really awesome what they do. That all comes from funding through Hometown Heroes Outdoor. Yeah, HHO.
They're all over the country as far as I've heard, right?
They are, and some are bird, some are game, some are fishing. But Hometown Heroes Outdoors is across the country, and they do an amazing job. Amazing job. We've got a pretty good connection with them, and we'll continue to build that relationship as we move forward. So we covered. Hey, if you haven't had the chance to take the time and listen to WeP3 Radio, go ahead and load that up. We've got all of our artists, when I say artists, we're not taking ownership of them. We're just saying people we have relationship, our friends, so to speak. All the artists that are singing are coming to perform on October 22nd, 23rd are on their radio station. And we are going to build that station and keep growing it and make it better for everybody. And it's just an awesome opportunity to continue to serve our veteran and first responder communities. We're learning how that works, and we'll continue to figure out how to get podcasts from other podcasters and our podcasts on there. Scotty's looking to do some interviews across the country. And we'll get those on the radio station. Apparently, we got our buddy here, Jess Sams, that wants to chew on the microphone and throw that around.
No, they don't, Brian. It tastes awful.
I don't know. I don't know anyone that eats them, to be honest with you.
I think it's legal for
Who the hell would eat a carp?
Yeah, it's legal for certain ethnic groups to eat them.
Sure.
And I'll leave it at that.
Well, don't knock eating carp. I know there's some people that do eat carp, and they smoke them. I mean, there's some parts of the country that don't eat perch, and I know parts of the country do eat perch, and there's part of the country that don't eat carp, and I don't eat carp, but I know you can smoke them, and I know those are pretty awesome to catch on the line as well, too. But
yeah, I just had an idea pop into my head, Mark.
What's that?
So here's the idea. So how you were saying that Scotty's going to go around, interviewing people at some point.
Yeah.
Here's my first assignment. I'm going to interview Scotty.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yep.
Boom. Boom. Well, we can make that happen like on the 22nd or 23rd of October.
Can't wait.
I will definitely be up there.
Yeah.
Ticket is bought.
Scotty's got a good story. I can't wait to hear it.
Well, I just have to say, before everyone gets completely off track, that for those of you that don't know, or those of y'all that might need a little bit of reminder, we got your 6x6 Patriot Playtime this weekend on Sunday. I don't even know what Sunday's date is, but
that would be the 10th.
There we go. It is aired on Spotify and iHeartRadio through Heroes Media Group. This week, our guest is from the great state of Texas, once again, brought to us by Derek Iozio of Catch 22. We have Bobby, I'm going to murder that last name, Krutstinger of Operation Texas Strong. And you will not believe what these guys gets done for housing veterans.
This guy's a dude, man, and he is humble as they come. And again, those Holy Ghost bumps that I've been talking about. I'm gonna reveal it during the show. I'm not gonna say anything, and I'll tiptoe around it right now. There's a huge piece of frustration. Well, maybe I'll just say it. I'll come on. The guy's not a veteran, and he's not a first responder, and he's been told he's not welcome in veteran groups.
And what's his name again? What's his name?
Bobby Krutzinger.
Okay, that's really ridiculous. But okay.
Well, he is providing housing for hundreds of veterans across the lower south, not even Texas, in the lower, not even 48. What do you say? In the southern states, we'll say it that way.
The continental United States.
His story is amazing. His heart is amazing. And I told him, dude, I'll be the first one to stand up for you if no one else does. I know that Iozio is standing up for him because he's the one that recommended him to us. He's got my support. This guy's a patriot. This is one of those people we call a patriot, and we are going to 100% honor. We're going to 100% celebrate what this guy's doing. It is amazing. And I'm not going to even let the cat out of the bag yet because I want him to tell the story. And I know it's not about him getting the recognition. It's about me having him validate his mission. And that's why I'm going to do it that way.
There are far too many patriots that are afraid of groups like ours because they're not vets. It's ridiculous. Jump in. If you're a patriot, jump in.
It's stupid.
You don't have to be a veteran or first responder. It's not for everyone. We need the individuals out there that are willing to pick us up after we go through the crap that we do. It's those awesome patriots that are there to step in to pick us up. That sometimes I feel that is the biggest mission, picking up the warriors that have fallen after they've came back from combat or they pulled someone out of a car that got in a car wreck.
Thank you for your words, Brian. Thank you for your words, brother. And you're right. You're right. Scotty, I've said this from the beginning. This is what the People's Patriot Project is about. It's about people that serve.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone is serving as a veteran or as an enlisted or as a first responder. Some people don't have the capability to do that. But they do have the heart. And sometimes the heart is more stronger than the body. And sometimes there's things that get in the way. But we open the door for anyone that wants to serve their communities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we believe is patriotic. I know the little verse that we have at the beginning of our thing talks about a bigger definition of what a patriot is. Defending the country, defending. I see it as defending the community. I see it as taking hold of something bigger than them and lifting up community. And if you're doing that, you're part of us. And if you're part of us, we want to be part of you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to minimize it. We got some amazing things growing. It's definitely someone that fits under the graphene dome, right? What's that we talk about? The graphene dome. What is that?
I don't know.
It's coming. It's coming.
Where's that damn thing?
I know. Well,
I can hear about it.
I think it's all around us is what I do.
You know what? The immediate thought popped in my head, Mark, is that when you're talking about these guys, and I've ran across it over and over, these people that are they've wanted to serve, right? Whether it's law enforcement, military, like all of us are, whatever it was. And for me, it doesn't matter. And you get these people who are really, and the VFW is partially to blame for this, honestly. Not to pin it on one group, but they don't feel welcome because the older generation, we're not the older generation. Bring it. You stick a flag in your yard and you can defend it. You're part of us. Doesn't matter what your background is. That's just me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're having that exact same conversation right now. I'm going to throw this out there, and maybe this is preemptive, but we have some people in the state of Minnesota working diligently, and they said, okay, you know what? We want to connect the state and the Legion organizations and Beyond the Yellow Ribbon organizations and the People's Patriot Project organization. I'm like, that's a great plan, and I like the idea. They like the idea of our move it forward media approach to it. And I said, but I don't want to do this without the VFWs, the Eagles, the Elks, the Moose. I want everyone to have a chance and a taste of this, because I do think that we can get around and move around. And I think we have a media opportunity that shares positive messaging, real life stories of people making a difference, and the amazing patriotism that this country is really still and will for always have. And it has nothing to do with left and right of the aisle. It has to do with a passion and moving forward. And we're going to move. We're going to get there. It's really weird that we're having this conversation, because it's not really what the debrief's about, but I'm willing to dip my toe in it. And my toe's way past. I dived into the short end of the pool. We're going to do it. And I love this. This guy likes to correct my language arts lack abilities.
Are you talking about me, Mark?
Yes.
Well, I mean, for the love of God, you're a teacher. Get it right.
Well, you all have the guy from Eastern Kentucky reading names of individuals that it's more than what my education is supposed to be able to read.
Oh, Mark,
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Master's degree over here can't spell through.
Oh, stop it.
Dude, aren't you molding minds?
Yeah. Let's not talk about the time of day when that was happening and what I probably should have really been doing at the moment. All right.
I don't want to know.
Right.
All I got to say is for any of y'all out there that really see the energy and the love that is in this room right now, y'all want to be part of it, reach out to us. That's what the heck we are here for. We will
funny
burn the shit out of you, but we will love you at the same time.
It was a match made in heaven when I ran into Jess, and it was a friend of a friend of a friend, which ends up ultimately being Tony Turner and Eric Pack, and then Jess comes in, and it's just like, oh, this is great.
Levity. I'm rarely serious unless we're talking about the mission. Then I'm
It's. Do you ever hear of this cat back in the day, Napoleon?
Mm-hmm.
I do not have Napoleon syndrome, pal.
He should walk around like this instead of like this. This is.
Pick one of these. Pick any one.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, just grab one.
I love it. It's awesome.
That was my rated G version of what you thought it was.
It's all perfect.
It's a family show.
Hey, I don't know. I'm going to give everyone a secret.
Oh boy.
Here's a secret. Tomorrow's Andrea's birthday.
Oh, where is she? Speaking of Andrea.
Well, she's busy right now. She's busy.
Fair enough.
I'm Andrea right now. What are you talking about?
It's funny, you don't have the hair or female features on your face.
I'm sure I can find a
lips.
filter.
The full lips and the earlobes is what Jess was talking about, I think. Have we missed anything yet? Because we talked about OP Veteran Vet Fest, and we've talked about there is on October 16th Operation Tackle Box down in Noonan, Georgia. There's a car show down there. I don't know. We did have a flyer for it at one time, but we'll Stutter.
God, when do you fly in?
Yeah,
when do you fly in, Scotty?
Wednesday. Not Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have everybody hooked up, Mark, at this point?
Boom.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. That's the car show down in Georgia.
That looks like fun.
Here's OP Veteran Event. Look at we got Shannon Book, Dom Kurz, Mr. Barry. We just had him on the show this last week, and I for the life of me can't read who the other young lady is. Maybe I gotta. Deanna Wheeler. That's right, Deanna Wheeler. There's
Where's OP Vet Fest?
That is down in Round Rock, Texas.
Say again?
Round Rock, Texas.
I see a C-17 and an Air Force crest on that flyer. Just point that out.
What is it? Yeah.
Cool.
We got all kinds of things popping up on the screen now. What's going on, Scotty?
Not what I meant to do. My bad.
That's so good.
I just wanted to
another car show.
This is down here in Wichita, Kansas. This is being held by the awesome Kansas Ram Club. They have been doing really good for me for the past at least. This is our second car show. They did one last year, and hopefully we will have a very good turnout. It'll be at Club Rodeo, and all the proceeds from this will go to help funding our Work, Chuck, and Roll here in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's amazing again, brother. I just thank you for everything you do, Scotty.
I'm just trying to help. I have a few things that I have already had in place that I'm going to do whatever I can to use them to get the whole graphene dome and People's Patriot Project moving a little bit farther.
You know, we met Scotty, I don't know, it's a little over a year ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Had you come on, share about the Forgotten 22. Really loved the mission that you guys had and the direction it was going. Things happen, life's life, move on. The great thing is, because of the relationship we created in this, it's created something, I believe, bigger. At no point did we want you, and that was something that I said from the very beginning. We don't want you to lose your identity. We want you to work with us, and that's the same conversation we have with every organization that comes in into our network. Dome. Again, it's about working together, and you on your own accord figured out however you needed to figure it out. And again, we have been blessed by the relationship that we've created, and it's amazing. And I thank you for everything you do. You're a huge advocate, and we appreciate it. And this gets into the conversation about we don't get to do what we do without everyone that's listening and without everyone that is supporting us. And we thank you all for that amazing support that you give us. It gives me, Brian Gibbs is on here. Brian, you're part of it as well. Thank you. Brian has posted our crests on some of his branding, and we appreciate it. And we thank you. We've got Mr. Schultz, who's putting the crest out there. Our crest represents a beacon, and when you see the beacon, it catches your eye. Hope it's supposed to. It's supposed to let you know, man, there's an opportunity. There's some hope. Chris Tice, there's hope. And hope creates opportunity, and that's what we do. It's not as militant as I had originally kind of planned. Not that we're going to walk around and sing cadences and march to stuff.
Far too old for that.
the relationships that we're building, I really feel are lifelong relationships. I mean, and they've been short so far, but there's no one fighting in our organization other than me and the ones that are closest to me, because I probably am a terrible communicator, and that's, I'll own it. I know, right?
No.
I didn't want to be a communicator. I just want to have fun. No, that's not true either.
You leave that up to Scotty. He's a good communicator.
Okay,
No,
Scott
no,
is a communicator. We're IW communicator, Scotty. Hey, come check us out this Sunday. We got you 6 at 6. We will be popping in and out on Saturday at the Sturgeon event. Brothers and sisters do fight in love. And
Amen.
Thank you for being here, Brian. Patriot Pride. That's what I'm going to say. Thanks for everyone. And we'll see you this Sunday.
Definitely.